hello everyone that's here, and hello patrons. I have you in the Skype room, which is here. So patrons, feel free to ask me any questions. I will do questions at the end. Okay, so anyone who's got questions, hold it to the end, but let's jump straight into our slang. Now, those of you who have dropped super chats, you are welcome to these notes as a little way for me to say thank you. So feel free to drop me an email if you've dropped a super chat and ask for the notes. You can ask for notes from any lessons that we've done. If you don't want these notes, you can have from any previous lessons. Okay, so slang beginning with B. The first one we're looking at is the word bangers. Bangers. Now, bangers can mean sausages. We often in the UK eat sausage and mash. Oh my goodness, these super chats are coming in thick and fast. Thank you so much. Strong Wit has dropped a €2 super chat. Goodness me, this pot is growing quite quickly. You never know. I may have a new mic next time you see me. Well, no, not if it's tomorrow, but by the end of the week, maybe. Thank you guys. You're so generous. Okay, so bangers means sausages. So we eat bangers and mash. Is a very traditional British dish. Bangers and mash, often with onion gravy. Yum, yum, yum. Or bangers can mean breasts. Oh! So the examples I've given here are, you can't beat bangers and mash. That means bangers and mash is the best meal you can have. You can't beat bangers and mash. Or with the other meaning, you could say, I can't believe her bangers fell out on national television. What? Her bangers fell out? There was an incident with a famous couple who present morning television in the UK. I don't think they do anymore, but they used to. You know, very normal people and slightly older, maybe in their 50s or 60s. And the lady, Judy, was at an awards ceremony in a beautiful dress, and it popped open on national television. And I haven't seen much of her since, actually. It was very embarrassing for her, bless her. But it's happened to many people, I'm sure. Anyway, bangers, there you go. So the next slang term is the term balmy. Balmy. Now, balmy means mental or crazy. So the example sentence I've given here is, I can't believe she dumped him. She must be balmy. If you don't know, to dump someone means to break up a relationship with them. So if you dump someone, you break up a relationship. It's your boyfriend or your girlfriend and you don't want to be with them anymore, you dump them. So I can't believe she's dumped him. She must be balmy. She must be crazy. Okay? So the next one is lovely. It's a lovely slang term. It's the bee's knees. Oh, and that needs a little possessive apostrophe there. The bee's knees. And this is a very safe slang term. It's lovely, it's soft, it's gentle, it's sweet. It means fantastic. She is the bee's knees. And what I've written here is actually, my supporters, you guys, aren't just good. They are the bee's knees. My supporters aren't just good, they are the bee's knees. That means you guys are fantastic. You are the bee's knees. And you can describe a thing as the bee's knees or a person as the bee's knees. It's the bee's knees. So the next one is one I've used quite a few times. It's to bite their head off or bite somebody's head off. Let me just change this to bite somebody's head off. To bite somebody's head off. It means to get really angry and shout at someone. It's almost like, you know, they're stood there and you're just like, "Arr!" And you literally bite their head off. You get angry and just explode, and usually unexpected as well. You just bite their head off. So the example sentence that I've given here is, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Sandra just bit my head off for breathing loudly. So I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Sandra just bit my head off for breathing loudly. She's in a really bad mood. So to bite someone's head off, or somebody's head off. Now the next one's quite a fun one. I use this all the time, and this is the phrase bits and bobs. Bits and bobs. Bits and bobs just means things. Things. So the example sentence I've actually written here is, let me just go and get my bits and bobs together and I'll be out of your hair. Let me just get my bits and bobs together and I will be out of your hair. And to be out of someone's hair means to get out of their way, to leave them alone. So let me just get my things together, my bits and bobs together, and I'll be out of your way. Okay? Bits and bobs, nice, safe slang term. But we never write it. We never write it down. Same with a lot of these slang terms. You'll never really see them written down, but you'll hear them spoken quite a lot. So the next one is the term biggie or big deal. Usually this is coupled with no, particularly biggie. So you'd say no biggie, no biggie. And it means not a problem. It actually means not a big deal or no big deal. And it's not a problem. It's no biggie, it's no big deal. And the example sentence I've given here is, look, I don't mind if you have to cancel our date. Honestly, it's no biggie. So, you and I are going on a date together. We're going to go to a restaurant and we've been planning it for weeks, and then you phone me and say, I'm so sorry, I've got to cancel because I'm going to go to a football match or something else. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I don't mind if you have to cancel our date. Honestly, it's no biggie. It's no big deal, it's fine. So it's not a problem. The next one is a term that describes if you're really drunk. You are bladdered. Bladdered. Bladder, like your bladder, your organ that holds your urine or your wee, but you are bladdered. That describes you being drunk. Bladdered. And the example sentence I've given here is, he was so bladdered last night, he can't remember a thing. He was so bladdered last night, he can't remember a thing. Wow. I've never been so bladdered that I can't remember anything. I mean, I'm not a big drinker anyway, but I've never been so bladdered that I can't remember anything. Hello to my patrons who are jumping in and saying hi. Hello, Monica. It's nice to have you here live. Hello, Jay. How are you? Hope you guys are well. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, so jumping back to the list, we've got the phrase blimey. Blimey. And sometimes this is coupled with core blimey. You could say it's an old-fashioned English term, but I still hear people saying blimey nowadays. So it still is in use. And it means to be surprised. It's a surprised expression. So if something surprises you, go, oh, blimey. Cool, blimey. And crikey, yes, so Sky's just mentioned crikey. So I'll probably put crikey in tomorrow's lesson when we're covering slang beginning with C. Okay, hold your questions to the end, guys. I'm coming to you at the end, I promise. So you've got blimey. Here I've put the sentence, core blimey. Look at how many subscribers I have. So that could be good surprised. How many subscribers do I have? Like 53,000 or something. So I'm happy, yep. Cool, blimey, look at how many subscribers I have. Or it could be a disappointed surprise. Cool, blimey. Oh, goodness, cool, blimey. Look how many subscribers I have. I've only got 53,000. So it could be surprise in a good way, or it could be surprise in a bad way. But you guys are here, and I'm happy. If you are new here, by the way, then please do press subscribe. And if you know anyone who will benefit from this lesson, then it will make the world of difference if you just click that share button. That'd be wonderful. Thank you, guys. And a thumb up if you don't mind. Okay, so the next expression, we're nearly at the end. Kind of, halfway through. I did this yesterday. Okay, so the next one is the word blinding. Blinding, and this means excellent. If something is so bright and wonderful, it's excellent, it's blinding. So you could say that a lady who's in a play or in a musical gave a blinding performance. She gave a blinding performance. She gave an excellent performance. Okay? And the next phrase is blinkered. blinkered. To be blinkered. She is blinkered. He is blinkered. To be blinkered is to have a narrow-minded view of something. It's exactly like a horse has those blinkers over their eyes to stop them panicking when they see traffic at the sides. So they put blinkers on their eyes to stop them from getting anxious. But you can say a person is blinkered metaphorically because they can't see the bigger picture. They only see what they want to see, which is a narrow-minded view. Okay? So the example I've given here, it's quite a long example, is we have tried to tell Margaret what he's really like, but she is blinkered. As far as she's concerned, he is an angel. So if you're trying to tell Margaret that her son has been behaving very badly and she won't believe you, then you'd say, we've tried to tell Margaret what he is really like, but she is blinkered. As far as she is concerned, he is an angel. Dear, dear Margaret, open your eyes. Okay, so the next one, if I have any people who've learnt American English here, or any Americans actually in, then you might be surprised at this next one. It's the phrase, blow me. Blow me. Now, in America, this actually, I think, refers to oral sex. You know, if you tell someone to blow you, you're asking them to give you oral sex. And usually it's used, I think, in a kind of offensive way, like, blow me, or something like that, I think. I'm not American, I don't know, so I might be wrong. But in England, when you say blow me, it's a completely different meaning. We mean like we're stunned, we're shocked. Blow me down, blow me down. Goodness me, like, woo, like the wind has blown me over. Blow me, goodness. So the example sentence I've given here is, oh gosh, let me put this in the right tense. You did all the housework. Well, blow me. You did all the housework. Well, blow me. I'm shocked. I'm stunned. Wow. Okay, so a very different meaning to the American meaning. Something to be aware of. Now, here is a fun phrase. Bob's your uncle. There is a longer version of this. I think it's like Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and Dick's your best friend. All of those are British names, by the way. Bob, Fanny, and Dick. Dick is short for William. Yes, Dick is short for William. No, Dick is short for Richard. Is it? Yes. Dick is short for Richard. Fanny is a girl's name. But they're not very common anymore, and also they can also be curse words, so that's why people don't tend to use them. But we do often continue to use the phrase Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle, and it means there you go, or that's it. And so, for example, if I'm making a paper aeroplane for you, you've asked me to make you a paper aeroplane, you've given me a piece of paper, I fold it up and I say to you, you just fold the paper like so, and ta-da! Bob's your uncle. There you go. Bob's your uncle. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Some of these phrases that don't have an actual meaning are harder to explain, but we use them a lot. So the next phrase is bodge. Bodge. So you got to go to the d first and then j. Bod, bod, bodge, bodge, bodge. And this means to do a messy job, to do something in a messy way, to bodge it, to get it wrong almost, to bodge it. So you haven't taken care over it, you've kind of messed it up. Okay, Tom99's got to go. Bye, Tom. Or adios. You're in Argentina, speak Spanish, I guess. Adios, Tom. Guys, I can see lots of questions coming through. I promise I'm going to answer as many as I can as soon as I finish through this list. So just hold your questions and ask me at the end, okay? So bodge means messy. And here is the example I've given. I am sorry. I tried to fix the Hoover, but not dodged it. I bodged it. I bodged it. So I'm sorry. I tried to fix the Hoover, but I bodged it. So I messed it up. I didn't do a very good job. Okay. So the next one is bog roll, and also, I guess, the word bog. So bog is a kind of crude word for toilet. There we go. Toilet. It's not a very nice word. I mean, it's not a swear word, but it's not a nice word. I would never say bog. I think it's quite crude. And also toilet paper is referred to as bog roll in a crude way too. So you might be stuck on the toilet and you might shout to your housemate, Dave, I'm stuck on the bog and there's no bog roll. Help! We've all been in that situation, right? You go to the bathroom, you do your business, and then, there's no toilet paper. What am I going to do? So you call out to someone, Dave, I'm stuck on the bog and there's no bog roll. Help! And hopefully he'll throw some toilet paper into the toilet for you. Okay, so the next one, and we are very nearly there, only 4 more to go. The next word is bogey. And I covered this recently when we talked about disgusting English. If you missed that lesson, then please do go and have a look, because you'll probably hear phrases there that you won't normally hear from most English teachers. But the word bogey did come up. Bogey is the common use term for snot or nose mucus. And I might say to you, you have a bogey. Go and blow your nose. So bogey, you know a bogey. I hate bogeys. They make me feel so sick. Well, okay. The next term, be careful using this one, is the term bollocks. Bollocks. It's quite, it's not a swear word. Well, it's a very light swear word, a very, very light swear word, but it's quite a forceful word. So if you use this word as a slang term, it means rubbish or that's not true. So if someone tells you something and you don't believe it and you're quite blunt, you might say bollocks. It literally means I don't believe you. You're lying. Rubbish. Bollocks. So you can see it's quite a forceful term. And if I've just said something to you and your friends like, hey guys, I just ran a marathon in 20 minutes. Then if you turn around and go, bollocks, that could be quite, even if everyone realizes I'm lying, that's quite a harsh thing to say to me and I don't know how to respond to that. So be very careful with this word. Yeah, and the example sentence I've given is the one I use there, which is, you ran a marathon in 20 minutes, bollocks. Rubbish. And then the word brilliant, I'm sure most of you know what this means. It just means great. But I put it here because we do use it a lot. And I could say, you are just brilliant. Like my patrons, for example. Hi patrons, you're very quiet. But you guys are just brilliant. You guys are great. Okay. And then the last term here uses the word bugger. Oh, no, sorry, buggered with a D at the end, buggered. Now, be careful not to say buggered. Lots of you mispronounce this ED ending with things like tired. I hear tired. Buggered, I'd hear buggered. That's not the correct pronunciation for that ED ending. And if you do struggle particularly with ED endings, I did do a video with all the rules for how to pronounce all ED endings. And there are a few rules. I find it hard to remember the rules, but I did do a video for you. It's quite a while ago now, so you'll have to search through my video backlog, but do go and check that out if you struggle with that ED ending. But buggered means broken or ruined. So the word buggered means broken or ruined. And here I've given you an example. I took the car to Brighton for the weekend and now it's buggered. It just won't go. Or we could say it just won't start. It just won't start. So I can't get the car to start. I can't get the engine to turn over. I took the car to Brighton for the weekend and now it's buggered. It just won't start. I don't know what's wrong with it. I will have to take it to the garage and get it fixed. Okay? Okay, well, that is the end of that. So those very generous members among you that offered a super chat, do feel free to drop me an email and ask for whichever notes you would like from any of my live sessions, and I will provide them for you. Thank you everyone who's joined me. Thank you to all of my patrons actually for all of your support. You are endlessly generous. And of course, if any of you are interested in becoming a patron and supporting the growth of this community, then you can become a patron and join our team. Patrons do also receive rewards, like being a member of the Skype group, as well as some Skype calls with certain members, and some of you even get to join my WhatsApp group. So why don't you head over to the Patreon page and check out which rewards you would be most interested in. If you can't afford to be a patron, but you'd still like to contribute, then there are other things you can offer. For example, your language. All of my videos need your language on them, whether it's just your language for the title, the description of the video, or even if you have the time to make subtitles in your language. And if there is a video you would like to translate for me, all you have to do is click on that video and click the little more sign, and you'll find translate there. And that would be so much appreciated, not only by myself, but by people in your country who speak your language. It would be greatly helpful to them. And if you can't afford the time to do that, or you don't feel confident in your translating skills, then all I ask is that you subscribe, like, and share with any of your friends. That would be a great way to help this community to grow, and in turn that will help me. Thank you, Miguel. Another super chat. Gosh, you guys are so generous today.